Hello, my name is Gabe. For this problem, we're asked to find a system of inequalities which describes the shaded region. So let's begin by just noting that this region lies in the first quadrant. So we know that our x values have to be greater than or equal to 0, and our y values are also greater than or equal to 0. So let's use these as our first two inequalities. Now to find an equation which represents the rest of our shaded region, we need to consider that this right here is a part of a circle centered at the origin with radius 8. And we know that the equation of a circle centered at the origin with radius 8 is x squared plus y squared is equal to 8 squared. Now, this equation gives us the boundary of our circle, and we want to turn that into an inequality. So we know that all of these points have to satisfy our inequality. So first, let's choose a point that's in our shaded region. Let's choose the point 2, 2. Next, we want to determine which inequality we should use for our circle. We can either have x squared plus y squared is less than 8 squared, or we can have x squared plus y squared is greater than 8 squared. Well, since we know that our point 2, 2 has to satisfy this inequality, let's substitute this point into one of our inequalities. Let's start with x squared plus y squared is less than 8 squared. So substituting 2, 2, we want to know is 2 squared plus 2 squared less than 8 squared. Well, 2 squared is 4 plus 2 squared is 4. So we want to know is 8 less than 8 squared, which is 64. And in fact, 8 is less than 64. So the point 2, 2 satisfies this inequality. So we can use this inequality as our third inequality. Now, something that I forgot to mention is that when I was coming up with my two inequalities, I used strictly less than and strictly greater than. This is because the boundary of our curve was a dashed curve instead of a solid curve. If it was solid, I would have used less than or equal to and greater than or equal to. But now we have these three inequalities which describe the shaded region of the graph. Thank you.